How to use the law of attraction to reach your goals. Picture this. A woman named Sarah, exhausted from working multiple low-paying jobs, stumbles upon a book about the law of attraction. Intrigued but skeptical, she begins practicing its principles. Nothing too drastic at first. She starts by spending just 5 minutes every morning visualizing a better life. After a few weeks, a coincidence occurs. A friend of a friend mentions a job opening that perfectly matches Sarah's interests. She interviews and, to her surprise, gets the position. The pay is better, the hours more flexible, and she feels almost too lucky. But is it luck? A similar story happens with James, a once shy college student who yearns for more confidence. For years, he's doubted his abilities in public speaking. But after stumbling on teachings about thoughts becoming things, James decides to rewrite his internal script. He practices positive affirmations and imagines himself delivering powerful speeches in front of an enthusiastic crowd. Months later, he volunteers to lead a presentation and nails it. His classmates commend him on his poise. A fluke? Or did his visualization, combined with preparation, steer him to that moment? If you think these stories are about coincidence or magic, think again. They both illustrate a very real concept, the law of attraction. It is neither lazy daydreaming nor some wishful thinking scheme. Rather, it's a framework for focusing your mind, energy, and actions in a way that aligns with the results you want to experience. When understood and used properly, it can shift your reality in profound ways. Let's dig in and explore how you can harness the law of attraction to reach your own goals. 1. Understanding the law of attraction. Myth versus reality. The phrase law of attraction often conjures up misconceptions. You might imagine someone sitting on a couch, eyes closed, chanting affirmations until money rains from the ceiling. In reality, it's less about passively wishing and more about actively aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with what you want. Myth: all I have to do is think about my goals and they'll magically appear. Reality: thoughts are just the blueprint. You need the emotional energy to power it, the actions to solidify it, and the faith to keep building it, even before you see tangible results. Think of your mind like a radio station. You broadcast signals through your beliefs, emotions, and daily habits. The universe, or life, or reality, whatever term resonates with you, responds to those signals by presenting experiences that correspond to your frequency. If your station is set to fear and doubt, you'll see more proof of reasons to worry. If you tune into a channel of confidence and possibility, you'll notice fresh opportunities or new solutions you previously missed. Key insight: the law of attraction does not replace hard work, it guides it. It's less about get rich quick and more about become the person who naturally attracts success, love, or abundance. 2. The power of focus. Why what you dwell on grows. One of the law of attraction's central ideas is that what you focus on expands. If you constantly dwell on what's lacking, you tend to experience more lack. If you continually dwell on possibility and opportunity, your mind spotlights opportunities in your environment that match those thoughts. Focus on problems. More problems. Ever noticed how when you're in a bad mood or stressed, little irritations pile up? You miss the bus, spill coffee on your shirt, and get stuck in traffic. Your focus is on how everything is going wrong. And so your brain keeps finding more bits of evidence to confirm that story. Focus on opportunities. More opportunities. Contrast that with days when you feel upbeat and positive. Suddenly, solutions to lingering issues pop into your head. A friend texts you about a helpful connection. You discover a resource that addresses a problem. You're not lucky per se, but your focus and energy are primed to notice and act on those opportunities. The truth? Life isn't responding only to what you say, it responds to your state of mind and emotion. Our focus literally filters the world around us, deciding what we pay attention to and what we disregard as noise. So, if you want to attract success, you must consistently tune in to the frequency of success, scanning for possibilities rather than dwelling on obstacles. 3. Step 1. Awareness. Your thoughts are the seeds. Your thoughts are like seeds. Each one plants something in your subconscious mind. We often move through life on autopilot, barely noticing the constant chatter in our heads. But that inner voice, your self-talk, exerts powerful influence over your emotions, actions, and ultimately your results. Here's why. Your thoughts shape your beliefs. Each time you repeat a thought, "I'm not good enough, I can't manage money, this is just who I am," you reinforce a belief in your subconscious. Over time, it solidifies into an identity or self-image. Your beliefs shape your emotions. If you think you're destined to fail, you'll feel anxious, scared, or unmotivated. If you believe you're growing and improving, you'll feel more hopeful and confident. Your emotions shape your actions. Emotions are the fuel behind every decision. Enthusiasm drives us to make bold moves. Fear keeps us stuck. Your actions shape your results. Consistent action in one direction leads to real change, positive or negative, depending on the nature of the action. Awareness is about catching negative, limiting, or disempowering thoughts before they settle in and become beliefs. Ask yourself, do I dwell on problems more than solutions? Am I constantly telling myself stories of why I can't, instead of focusing on how I can? Do I speak to myself in ways I'd never speak to someone I love? Start by noticing recurring patterns in your self-talk. You don't have to judge or condemn them, just notice. By becoming consciously aware, you position yourself to replace those thoughts with more empowering ones. 4. Step 2. Emotions. Harnessing the real driving force. Thoughts are the blueprint, but emotions supply the energy. It's not enough to merely think about success, wealth, or happiness if you're consistently feeling fear, anxiety, and lack. The law of attraction listens most clearly to the emotional charge behind your thoughts. If your predominant feelings are those of worry, guess what you invite more of? Why emotions matter. Emotions amplify or undermine your intentions. If you say you want to attract abundance but feel broke and fearful, you're sending out contradictory signals. The stronger emotion often wins, which is why persistent fear can overpower fleeting positive thoughts. Emotions are contagious. Even emotions affect your physiology and mental state. High-energy emotions like excitement or gratitude prime your brain to spot uplifting opportunities. Low-energy emotions like anger or despair lock you into seeing more reasons for frustration, generating positive emotions on demand. Shift your focus. Your emotions follow your focus. If you feel anxious, check where your attention is. Are you replaying worst-case scenarios? Try redirecting to what's working right now, what you're grateful for, or how this moment can teach you something valuable. Practice gratitude. One of the fastest ways to raise your emotional state is by listing things you're thankful for. Even small things, like a comfortable bed, a supportive friend, or a good cup of coffee, can flip your emotional switch from lack to abundance. Visualize with feeling. Instead of daydreaming idly, close your eyes and vividly feel your desired outcomes as if they're already your reality. Let the excitement, joy, or relief wash over you. This signals to your subconscious, hey, this is real. The bottom line, emotions are not random. They're often a product of where you place your attention. By consciously choosing empowering emotions, confidence, gratitude, optimism, you transmit a clear, high-frequency signal that draws experiences, people, and circumstances aligned with that emotional state. 5. Step 3. Faith. The bridge between desire and reality. Faith is often misunderstood. It's not blind belief without any sense of logic. Rather, it's the conviction that your goal is already on its way, even if you can't see the evidence yet. Why faith matters. Faith fuels persistence. Without faith, the first sign of difficulty can trigger doubt. You might question whether the law of attraction works, or whether you're doing it right. Faith, on the other hand, keeps you going despite temporary setbacks, because you know that everything you're doing has a purpose. Faith prevents self-sabotage. Doubt leads to second-guessing and contradictory signals. You start and stop projects, losing momentum. Faith grounds you. Once you decide something is yours, you move with conviction, reducing the likelihood that you'll sabotage yourself. Growing your faith. Decide your success is inevitable. Don't treat your goal as a maybe or hopefully. Instead, see it as done. From that mindset, your actions will naturally become bolder and more decisive. Detach from the how. One of the biggest pitfalls is insisting on a specific path or timeline. The universe might have a better route. Focus on what you want and why you want it. Then allow life to show you how it can unfold. Collect evidence of progress. Often progress is subtle at first. Look for tiny shifts, like a conversation that sparks a new idea or a chance meeting that leads to a contact. Celebrate these coincidences, and your faith grows as you see the law of attraction at work. Handling fear and doubt. No matter how strong your faith, fear may still sneak in. The key is recognizing fear as part of growth. You don't conquer fear by waiting for it to vanish. You move forward in spite of it. That's the real power of faith. It enables action even when the path looks foggy. 6. Step 4. Alignment. Bring mind, body, and habits into harmony. Alignment means that everything within you, your thoughts, emotions, actions, and daily habits, matches the direction of your goal. Many people desire big outcomes, wealth, success, health, but live in ways that contradict those desires. Self-image. Upgrading who you are. You cannot manifest outcomes that are out of sync with how you see yourself. If you view yourself as someone who always struggles, you'll unconsciously seek or create struggle. This is where upgrading your identity comes in. Identify current beliefs. Are you carrying beliefs like, I'm not the type of person who earns 6 figures, or I'm naturally not a leader? Pinpoint these limiting beliefs so you can challenge them. Adopt the identity of your future self. Ask, if I were already achieving these goals, how would I behave daily? How would I handle challenges? How would I think about money, relationships, health? Emulate that version of yourself now. The more you act as if, the more your subconscious aligns with that identity. Habits, the daily building blocks. Your life isn't shaped by grand one-time actions. It's shaped by what you do day in, day out. Habits are the autopilot routines that either drag you away from your goals or propel you toward them. Match habits to goals. Want to be wealthy? Track your spending, learn about investments, and practice mindful budgeting. Want to be fit? Schedule regular workouts, plan balanced meals, and get enough rest. Want to cultivate confidence? Speak up more often, volunteer for challenging tasks, and celebrate small wins. Environment matters. Ensure your surroundings, both physical and social, support your goals. Hang around people who uplift you, not drain you. Declutter spaces that distract you. Make it easy to stick to good habits by preparing in advance, e.g., laying out workout clothes the night before. Letting go of resistance. Sometimes we block our own progress with resistance. The more desperately we need something to happen, the more stress we generate, paradoxically pushing that thing away. Alignment works best in a state of flow and trust. Inspired action versus forced action. Inspired action comes from a place of certainty and excitement. I want to create this. Forced action stems from fear. I have to do this before everything falls apart. The difference in energy is massive. Relax and trust the process. Let your faith anchor you. Keep taking aligned actions, but release the urge to micromanage every step or fret over the pace of results. This sense of ease allows what you want to come more naturally. 7. Step 5. Persistence. When the path gets rough, keep going. Even when thoughts are focused, emotions charged, faith strong, and habits aligned, challenges can and will pop up. This is where many people give up, concluding that the law of attraction isn't working. In truth, they often quit right before the big breakthrough. Why persistence matters. Compounding effort. Every affirmation, every inspired action, every effort to shift your mindset is like depositing energy into a bank account. You might not see the cumulative effect immediately, but over time, it compounds into tangible change. Obstacles shape you. Challenges aren't always signs to stop. Often they serve as lessons or as catalysts to strengthen your resolve. Overcoming a hurdle can prepare you for the bigger opportunities you're trying to attract. Shifting from outcome-focused to process-focused. If your happiness hinges on immediate results, you set yourself up for frustration. A better approach is to fall in love with the process. Instead of thinking, I'll be happy once I reach my goal, learn to enjoy the journey. Celebrate small wins. Appreciate the personal growth you gain in the pursuit. Reframe obstacles. See them as steps in your evolution, not signs of failure. Ask, what is this challenge teaching me? Or how can I grow stronger from this? Build resilience. Resilience is like a muscle. Each time you persist, you reinforce the belief, I can handle this, and that mental toughness spills over into every area of your life. Trust in divine timing. Sometimes, the best things take a bit longer because they require the right conditions. Rather than forcing the timing, maintain your momentum and trust that the seeds you've planted are taking root below the surface. Remember, if you stop watering a plant because you don't see immediate sprouts, you kill the growth that was happening unseen. Similarly, if you abandon your goals when you don't see fast results, you lose all the momentum you've built. 8. Practical techniques and tools. While the law of attraction has a spiritual or philosophical dimension, it's also grounded in practical techniques you can use daily. Daily affirmations. How? Write or speak positive statements that align with your desired outcomes. Tip: choose language you believe. If "I am a millionaire" feels false, say "I am learning to create wealth every day." Visualization sessions. How? Close your eyes and imagine your goal as if it's already real. Focus on the sensory details, sights, sounds, smells, textures, and especially the emotion of success. Tip: spend at least 5 to 10 minutes a day doing this, ideally in a relaxed state, e.g. right after you wake up or before bed. Vision boards. How? Collect images, words, and symbols that represent your goals. Place them on a board where you'll see them often. Tip: don't just look at it. Allow yourself to feel the positive emotions associated with those images. Journaling. How? Keep a daily record of gratitude, success signs, and small victories. Write down any synchronicities or coincidences that feel like signs of alignment. Tip: reviewing these entries reinforces your faith when doubt creeps in. Meditation, mindfulness. How? Sit quietly and observe your thoughts without judgment. This trains you to become aware of negative patterns so you can consciously shift them. Tip: even just 5 minutes a day of guided meditation can help you reset your emotional state. 9. Overcoming common pitfalls. Despite your best intentions, you might run into stumbling blocks. Let's address a few common ones. Impatience. Symptom: I've been visualizing for a week. Why isn't anything happening? Solution: realize that change accumulates over time. Keep going. The law of attraction is not a drive-through window. Contradictory thought. Symptom: you spend the morning affirming abundance, then spend the rest of the day complaining about bills or lack. Solution: catch yourself mid-complaint. Gently pivot to a more empowering perspective. Fear of failure. Symptom: hesitation in taking action, second-guessing every decision. Solution: recognize fear as a normal part of growth. Take small, consistent steps in spite of it. Environment drag. Symptom: surrounding yourself with negative or unmotivated people who discourage your efforts. Solution: limit exposure to negative influences. Seek out like-minded communities or mentors who share your vision. False expectations. Symptom: believing you can remain passive. If I just think really hard, I'll wake up to $1 million. Solution: remember that thoughts set the stage, but action is the play. You must act like the person who already has the success you seek. 10. Real-life examples of the law of attraction in action. Elite athletes. Many top athletes swear by visualization. Olympic swimmers mentally rehearse each stroke. Marathon runners imagine crossing the finish line with record speed. Their brains learn to expect success, and their bodies follow through. Entrepreneurs and leaders. Visionaries like Steve Jobs or Oprah Winfrey have spoken about the importance of imagining future possibilities in vivid detail. They didn't just daydream, they let those visions guide their day-to-day choices. Everyday individuals. People who transform their health, relationships, or finances often share a common thread. They changed their mindset and identity, took aligned actions, and refused to give up at the first sign of resistance. 11. Putting it all together. A daily routine. If you're ready to commit to using the law of attraction to reach your goals, a structured daily routine can help. Morning, set your vibration. Upon waking, take a few minutes to breathe deeply. Practice a quick gratitude list, even 3 to 5 items. Spend 5 minutes visualizing your goal already accomplished. Feel the emotions deeply. Midday, check in and realign. Notice if any negative thoughts or worries surfaced during the morning. Gently replace them with affirmations that resonate with you. Take one inspired action step toward your goal, however small. Evening, reflect and prepare. Journal about wins, progress, or synchronicities you experienced. If you faced any obstacles or negative emotions, reframe them. What did I learn? How can I grow? End with a visualization or short meditation to calm your mind and imprint success before sleep. Weekly, review and adjust. Review your habits. Are they aligned with your goals? Check your environment. Are you minimizing distractions and negative influences? Plan for the coming week. What actions will you take? How can you strengthen your mindset and faith? This process isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. The more consistently you align your mindset, emotions, and actions, the more momentum you build. 12. Conclusion: becoming the person who attracts success. At its core, the law of attraction is not about simply getting things. It's about becoming. When you shift your identity to that of a creator, rather than a passive bystander, you start to see reflections of your new mindset everywhere you look. Awareness helps you recognize the quality of your thoughts. Emotions provide the charge that either propels or blocks you. Faith sustains you when visible evidence is scant. Alignment ensures that your daily habits, self-image, and environment match your goals. Persistence cements your commitment, pushing you through obstacles until the results manifest. Every person, whether they acknowledge it or not, is always attracting something, be it more stress, more excuses, more bills, or more growth, more opportunities, more abundance. The difference lies in what we choose to focus on and how we respond to life's challenges. A final invitation. Ask yourself, what would my life look like if I fully believed in the inevitability of my success? How would I speak, act, and feel today if I knew my goals were guaranteed, assuming I do my part? That shift in perspective can open doors you never realized were just waiting to be entered. The law of attraction won't hand you success on a silver platter, but it will guide you to think bigger, feel stronger, act bolder, and maintain unshakable faith until your goals become reality. So decide right now. Are you ready to become the kind of person who naturally attracts the life you want? Because once you make that decision, you'll see that your desires are not distant illusions. They are signposts along a path you're fully capable of walking. One thought, one emotion, and one inspired action at a time. Remember, you are the architect of your reality. Your thoughts, beliefs, and actions shape the blueprint of your life. Start laying a foundation of clarity, confidence, and consistent effort, and watch how the world mirrors back that inner transformation. By using the law of attraction with full awareness, faith, alignment, and persistence, you'll reach goals that once seemed out of reach, and discover a powerful truth along the way. It was never just about getting something, it was always about becoming someone. A person who knows their own power to create, to attract, and to thrive. And that, more than anything, is the real gift of the law of attraction.